Those ghouls are as good.
Good.
Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and go through all these side quests for pertaining to helping the residents of Far Harbor. This is the first quest in the Dalton saga. But that one's in the outhouse, eating dookie. Get that soap. I was looking for that soap.
Eagles Cove Tannery.
And of course this one, getting the power tools for the Mariner. Go inside the tannery. It's optional to go into here.
That's it.
Didn't really end up finding anything good other than you want to get this legendary weapon drop. That's cool. In my case, it turned out to be a pretty cool one. I was wanting a radium rifle, and that's a new perk that's been added to it. It slows down time. So that's an interesting perk. It's safe in here.
Sweet.
Nothing too great. I usually take that pre-war money because it doesn't weigh anything, or it weighs very little, so it does have some value. Alright, back on our way. Gonna make your way down this ramp over here. Guys out of the way and head down this ramp. You can catch them sleeping and slipping. Hit her there. I got them rad. Radical. So we're gonna need some Radaway after that, needless to say. Head out the back door. You can loot the bloated glowing one for a key to this back door. I neglected to do that, so I'm picking the lock.
Got it.
Out here, you're gonna run into this guy, Machete Mike. He's gonna offer you some money for the tools.
A premium set, a Pellman's power tools.
You can take his offer. You can increase his offer, but haggle with
What's the big deal
him.
about these tools?
Pellman's pumps out more foot
Or you
pounds
can
of torque.
refuse his offer and
That
give the
Clark
tools to the
psycho.
Mariner.
And before Paulie ran off, he kept those tools shiny. Nothing like them on this island. Period.
I remember commercials for Pellman's tools. Expensive stuff, the top of the line.
What the hell's a commercial? Wait, it don't matter. Oh, Mariner sent you, didn't she? Goddamn Mitch and his big mouth. No matter what she's offering, it's nothing. Serious builders would give an arm for them tools. I'll pay you 2,000 caps right here, right now. Deal?
Tools in a condition like this, they're positively unique. Maybe I should auction them off someplace.
$27.50. Say yes now, before I change my mind.
I'll pass on the offer.
I ain't hanging around forever. Walk away from this, and you'll regret it.
So I'm thinking there's a bunch of ghouls.
Easy
Nobody's
now.
gonna know.
Hands up.
If this guy goes missing, you know, the ghouls got him, right? He's offering me $27.50, so thinking he must have some caps on him, right? He has more. He has 3204. He had more than he was offering me. He was holding out. So I don't think anything's gonna come of that. We'll see.
Been to the tannery? You find my tools yet?
Here are your tools.
A fair bit of luck running into you. Here's your reward. Well earned. And now to work on the hull.
If you ain't armed, you ain't long for this world. Buy my guns now.
You need it? Bait shop's got it.
Whatever. Damn those big ghouls. And damn the island for
So I took
sending
care
them
of both
after
of
me.
those side
I
quests.
wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground.
The hero of
Kill
our
two
saga
birds.
returns triumphant. I bet the island didn't see that coming. It's only right you get paid for your troubles. Here's 200 caps for you.
Miss Dalton here has 2 more side quests
think
to
I
send
deserve
you
more
on,
than that.
so
I suppose I could part with a
you're
little.
seeing more of her.
Here's another 100 caps. I've been thinking about what's next, and then it came to me. We all love our grandparents, don't we? Kind, gentle, doting, love to spoil you. You'd never want something awful to happen to them. Nobody would. That's why it broke my heart when I lost Grandpa George.
We've all lost someone.
Get over it.
Deal with it and move on. That's life.
Well, we all haven't lost someone like Grandpa George, I can promise you that. A kinder and braver man has never walked these streets. I still remember
Until
the day
now.
I heard the news about what happened to him. He had a farm little ways north of here. Lived a peaceful life, working the land and not causing anyone trouble.
Simple man.
The island sent something after him. A huge monster, mean as spit and with claws to snap steel beams. A fog crawler. Grandpa bravely stood his ground, a shotgun in his hands, holding off that terror while the farmhands fled back here. If you can take out that shell-backed devil, it'll send a message loud and clear that says the Daltons never forget when they've been wronged.
Alright.
That fog crawler is gonna pay for Grandpa George.
That's the spirit.
I think I've really taken a shining to the legend of Grandpa George. I'm ready to do anything for this guy. There's the workshop here. Says it's not accessible until after the fog has been cleared.
Grandpa George can rest in peace. The fog crawler is dead.
Wonderful. That's another chapter successfully concluded. You truly are the heroic Avenger I hoped you were. With that fog crawler gone, we can send some folks up there to get the place ready for you. That's right. The farm is yours. Your own little piece of the island. It'll take work to get it up and running again, but you'll have help. And here's another 200 caps in gratitude for your service to the great Dalton lineage.
Surely a heroic Avenger deserves more than 200 caps.
I can agree to that. Here's another 100 caps. Now, I don't have to tell you that the bonds of blood and family are strong. As strong as any a person can know. But if you ask me, the strongest among them is the bond that exists between two married people. That's why the last part of this tale is the hardest one for me to tell.
I take it this is the next chapter of the story.
It's the final chapter, in fact. My late husband, Daniel, was the best fisherman this island ever saw. He and his crew had a favorite fishing spot out by Brooks Head Lighthouse. One day, a day I'll never forget. I see Danny's boat pulling up with his crewmen all shouting and carrying on. Turns out some trappers moved into the lighthouse. No doubt because the island told them to. They're all crazier than a bag of mulberries. Their leader was having a little target practice. Shot Danny right between the eyes. Killed him, just like that. You go and get that son of a bitch. You make him pay for doing the island's bidding.
I don't know. It doesn't sound as cool as Grandpa George.
I'll make that trapper pay.
All right, then. Remember, trappers may be half crazy from the fog.
I do like
but they
making
still
people
know how to use a
pay.
gun.
Just to show you where it's at, all the way on the southern tip of the map. Good little walk. To the top of the lighthouse tower.
Well, that settles it. I am 100% screwed. Damn this fog. You'd think a lighthouse would be easy to find, but not in this. Never seen fog like it. Can't believe I let myself get talked into this. How do I know that woman wasn't crazy? I'm starting to think her whole story was some fantasy she cooked up to get attention. Taking out one trapper to avenge her husband's death. Sounded easy enough. Now I wish I'd stayed far away from this godforsaken island. Shit, something's coming.
That trapper who killed your husband is dead.
And it's done. It's finally done. All those lives that were lost, all those debts finally repaid. And it was no son or daughter of Far Harbor who stood up to the island and avenged the Dalton bloodline. It was you, an outsider, a mainlander. The final chapter's been written. The story has come to an end. This is a day I never thought I'd live to see. Thank you.
I'm less interested in your family revenge story than I am in getting paid.
I see. Well, you're a stranger to our island. Can't expect you to really understand what's important here. Now, every good story's gotta have a happy ending, right? The hero finds the treasure, saves the sweetheart, and rides off into the sunset. Well, I'm a little old to leap up on a horse, but I have got something close to a treasure. This is an heirloom that's been in my family for... let me think. For at least a generation or two. There's no Daltons left to inherit the thing, so it might as well pass on to you. The island knows this weapon. Oh, yes. You carry this, and it'll take you seriously. And that's it. That's the end. I can sleep easy now, knowing there won't be any unfinished business when they put me in the ground. Off you go now. My story's over, but yours, I think yours is only just getting interesting.
It's pretty similar to the weapon you can buy from the little store in Far Harbor. This one, more of a bleeder. I think the other one is uses less action points and VATs.
You can feel it. The island watching you, waiting for your guard
You are
to
a
drop.
curious specimen. Despite our friendly town doing its best to chase you out, you keep helping us ingrates all the same. I got to ask, why do you keep at it?
You're good people in some dire straits. Figured you could use a hand.
Huh? You running for office? Well, if that's the truth, we don't deserve it. Most folk here are set in their ways, yes? It makes no difference how hard you try to get in good. Heck, it took my family 3 generations before the Daltons would sell us a heel of bread. But there's a way. A downright insane way. We can turn even the most stubborn fool around.
I'll hear you out.
In olden times, leaders were chosen by something called Captain's Dance. Legends say the toughest, meanest, and outright craziest hopefuls would chum the waters and lure out the worst the island could throw it. Once the would-be captain killed the Mirelurk Queen, or Fog Crawler, or what have you, they'd invite the whole island to feast off the bounty. You do this, well, you won't be made captain, but you'll earn respect. Everyone's respect.
I'm ready to become a legend now.
You what? You crack me up. There's an old Mirelurk feasting grounds by Emmett's Causeway. A treacherous stretch along the coast. Go there and throw any kind of meat you got into the water. All that blood and viscera will be sure to attract attention. And then wait. I'll make sure there's a witness.
Thank you for watching.
Prove
Please
to the
like
rest
and
of you
subscribe
cards
and
belong.
stay tuned for more Far Harbor videos.